Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about projectile motion and we will visualize the projectile motion path with LabVIEW programming. So our main attraction is the visualization with LabVIEW program. But before that, if you are new to my channel, just go to YouTube and search selected topics in physics and subscribe my channel. So let's come to the main topic, that is motion of a projectile. So let's discuss with some example. So if you are playing football or if you are watching a football match, then obviously you can see the path of a football if someone kicking the football. Or if you are playing Angry Bird game in mobile or some laptop, then obviously you have some idea about projectile motion. Otherwise, if you see some missile is throwing from a machine, that missile body is also following a projectile path. But what is our projectile system? Here we are considering a body of mass m is projected with a velocity v with an angle alpha with the horizon, and we are considering no air resistance. And third one is the acceleration due to gravity acting vertically downward, that is the g. Okay, so this is the projectile motion path of a particle of mass m. This is the v velocity and this is the angle alpha. So it travels maximum distance r and the g value which is acting downward, and the path of a projectile, that is initially it is increasing in the height and then it reaches maximum height. After that it is decreasing and it come to the rest position, that is the y equal to 0. So we will discuss about the equation of motion of the projectile. Okay, so there are two equation of motion, that is mx double dot equal to 0 and my double dot equal to minus mg. Obviously, as there is no force acting along the x-axis, so this is the 0, and along the y-axis this is the acceleration due to gravity, that is g, that is acting downward, so that is hence the minus sign came. So the equation of motion is my double dot equal to minus mg. So if we simplify, it is becoming x dot equal to constant and y dot equal to minus gt plus constant. If we use the initial conditions, that is at t equal to 0, x dot equal to v cos alpha, that is the velocity component along the x axis, and y dot equal to v sin alpha, that is velocity component along the y axis. So, and if we simplify this, so this equation of motion will become x equal to v cos alpha into t and y equal to v sin alpha into t minus half gt square. So if we write together, then we will get the trajectory of the particle's path, which is y equal to x tan alpha minus gx square divided by 2v square into 1 plus tan square alpha. So this is the path of a projectile of mass m. As you can see, there is no mass term, that is there is no m term, so it is not dependent with the mass. Okay, so now we have this front panel, left side and right side is the block diagram, and this is my projectile equation, that is y equal to x tan alpha minus gx square divided by 2v square into 1 plus tan square alpha. Okay, so at first we will do this part x tan alpha, then we will do this part, after that we will do 1 plus tan square alpha. Okay, let's do that. First, I am going here mathematics, then elementary, trigonometry, then tan. Okay, so this is my tan. So for that we need one input, that is the control. So this is my angle, that is alpha. Okay, and we need one x. We have to multiply with tan alpha, that is x tan alpha. Okay, numeric multiply. This is x tan alpha, and here we need one x. Okay, This is the x 10 alpha. Now I need 1 plus 10 square alpha. For that I have to need a square. Okay, so this is the 10 square alpha, and I have to add with 1. This is 1 plus 10 square alpha. Numeric, then add 1, create constant. This 1. Okay, so this is the 1 plus 10 square alpha. Now I need this one, gx square divided by 2b square. First I will do this x square. For that I need 1 square, so I am copying this x square and paste. So I am taking here from x from here. This is the x square, and so this output is the x square. So I have to multiply with g, that is numerical multiply with g. Here I am considering g equal to 10, so I am creating here one constant, and this is 10. Okay, so it become x square into g. I have to create one 2b square. Okay, so 1 square. So this input is the velocity, so I am creating here one control. So this is the velocity. Okay, so this is the v square, and I have to multiply with 2. So I am going for numeric multiply, and this is the create constant. This is the 2. Okay, so this is the g x square, and this is the 2v square. I have to divide with this. So I am going here numeric divide. Okay, so this is the gx square, and this is the 2v square. Fine. After that I have to subtract from x 10 alpha this term. Okay, so let's do that. Subtract. Okay, so this is my x 10 alpha. So this is the x input, and okay, one more thing I have to do. I have to multiply with gx square by 2v square into this one. So for that I need one multiply. Okay, so this is the 1 plus 10 square alpha into. Okay, fine. After that I will subtract this from x 10 alpha. Okay, so this is my y. Okay, but you need to visualize the projectile motion. We need many data, that is x data and y data. So for that we need a loop. So to for that you can use for loop. Here I will use one while loop. So for that I am going here structure, then while loop, and this. Okay, so this is I, you can see it start from 0 and it will increase like in steps of 1, like 0 1 2 3, like that. So here I am doing one thing. I am divide this input with 5, create this constant 5. Okay, and I am connecting this with x. So whatever first, so and this output I will be connecting here, and I am deleting this x1. Okay, fine. That means x value I don't need to give it manually, so it will automatically take. So first to x value is 0 divided by 5, that is 0, and second one is 1 divided by 5, that is 0.2, and it will continue, and it will continue till this condition will satisfy. So for that I have to give one condition. So what is the condition? The condition is, this is the y value. As you seen earlier, this y value, there is a maximum height. After that it will decrease. Initially it will increase, then it will reach one maximum height. After that it will decrease. So here I am giving here one comparison, so that means I have to choose one. So here I am choosing less than. So this is the y value, and this I am creating one constant, that is 0. That means if the y value is less than 0, then this program will stop. Obviously, if the height is become negative, then there is no sense. Then I am connecting this with the stop button. Okay, and we need to give one timer, that is time delay, to see this every data slowly. So I am giving here 100 millisecond times time delay. Okay, but you need to plot it. So to plot it, we need one XY graph. So here I am going to graphs and then expression of Y graph. Okay, fine. So this is the height and this is the distance. Fine. Now I am going here block diagram. So I am putting it here. So my X value here, this is my X value. So I am putting my X value and this is my Y value. Okay, and I have to give one reset to be false, not true. Okay, fine. Now this is completed. Now let's see with the front panel. Okay, I am making it bigger to see it more nicely way. Here I am giving alpha 45 degree, and for example I am giving here velocity 10 meter per second. Okay, so let's run the program. Okay, you can see this is going slowly, and okay, fine. So this is a nice projectile graph. Okay, let's do another example. You can change it to 5 and let's run the program. Okay, fine. Okay, you can change the angle. Let's do it 60 and see what will happen. Okay, fine. And you change the velocity. Here make it 10. Okay, okay, fine. So that's how you can visualize the projectile motion using LabVIEW program.